The Guam Department of Public Health and Social Services Breastfeeding Action Team will be celebrating World Breastfeeding Week 2021 from August 1st to August 7th. This year's theme is Protect Breastfeeding, a shared responsibility. Every day we will have some special advocates and professionals talk about, well, anything breastfeeding. Our special guest today will talk about why she thinks breastfeeding should be protected. Let's welcome special guest for Day 2 of World Breastfeeding Week.
I'm Connor Kelly, and how I'm connected to breastfeeding is I've been a Leche League Leader for more than 26 years, and I started in Colorado and then was in Europe and New Zealand and now in Guam. So I've been helping moms or supporting moms in so many places. Well, to start with, the Western areas that I've lived in, it's become a individual decision to breastfeed. And then, of course, if you're not supporting the mother's decision, then you're making the mother feel guilty, like if she doesn't breastfeed. And to me, that doesn't cut it. It has to be a larger supportive community decision and community support, and seeing this as what you want in the world, because we don't know, because we don't have the evidence yet of how not breastfeeding has changed our DNA. You know, what do we pass down to future generations? That it's really important. And I remember hearing years ago that the wisdom in some Native American tribes were about, you have to think 7 generations ahead of time. And we have totally lost that understanding. And I feel like protecting breastfeeding means that, you know, then we know how to support all our family, you know, all in New Zealand, they call family fa now. So we support everybody in their right to breastfeed. And then if a mother has trouble, we give her help. We find ways to support her. And it's true, there are rare incidences where women will not be able to fully breastfeed. And I have seen a few of those cases, but sometimes they are the most determined mothers. And they might supplement with other breast milk from other sources, or, you know, whatever, mixed feeding, whatever they decide to do. But it's really been quite a gift to watch mothers who really do struggle to really find ways to reach their goals in breastfeeding. So interesting that you bring that in, because, you know, once a woman is pregnant, and especially once a woman is holding a child or a baby, it's like the unsolicited amount of advice is overwhelming. And it's like everybody becomes the expert. Now, in my experience, we want to support the mother to be the expert on her baby. And then other family members can help with other things like chores around the house. They can offer to cook for the mother. They can offer to do other things so that the mom has time to get to know her baby. Because even though we are mammals and you know, there's the natural part to it, unfortunately, there's a huge learning curve for many new mothers, and they just need to take the time. And I wish that, you know, I'd really had done it myself, where I'd gone on my baby moon, because we recommend take a couple of weeks where you don't leave the house. You just, you know, make yourself comfortable and you get to know that baby. And family members can just be around to support the mom. And, you know, eventually they can hold the baby. But, you know, it's really preferable that the parents are the ones that hold the baby in the beginning. Because otherwise it's kind of overwhelming for the baby, because the baby's been inside a mother getting all their needs met for 9 months. And then you start passing around the baby, they don't know what to sort of do with themselves. So it's much nicer if we leave the mom on the baby for a while. And then eventually grandma can hold baby. But it's hard to resist newborns. They're very irresistible, and they're just so gorgeous, and they're just so open to life. But mom and baby really need that time, that skin to skin time, to really know each other. And that's what mothers, aunties, and sisters can do. They just relax with the mother, just sit with her, give her a cup of tea or a water or whatever drink she needs, and just, you know, hang out, have a snack, you know. So the more that a mom can get comfortable in her body and relax in her body, the easier it is, because sometimes the problems we see are, mom gets anxious, and so then her body tenses up and the baby tenses up, and she brings the breast to the baby instead of bringing the baby to the breast. And so, a nice thing for, a family member to do can just have their hands on mom's shoulders and just give her a little massage. And our bodies are miracles because we can grow a baby, we can birth a baby, and we can feed that baby. And isn't that just amazing? And if we allow women to really own the power of that, then it really can help shift women's body images, because that unfortunately has taken a huge assault with all the images that come out on any kind of media. Honey, your body is never 100% yours after you've had a baby, because that baby has changed your body. But it's such a amazing thing. It really helps to know what's normal about breastfeeding. And so I would always recommend to pregnant moms, surround yourself with mothers who are breastfeeding. It really helps you because it also triggers your hormones. It connects into your hormones. Well, this is so interesting, is I really think it's the whole community. It can't, I know that we women really need to protect it and keep, standing up for it. But it has to be taken on by the total community to see what, how it really benefits us. Unfortunately, if we don't protect breastfeeding, then it's almost like protecting the earth and protecting the environment, is that this, it's all reusable and recyclable, and you just need to eat a little extra and drink a little extra. But I think there's just this lack of understanding about that, and about just all that plastic that gets put in the world. And we already know how dangerous that can be and disrupt hormones. So my question is, what are we doing to our DNA by not breastfeeding? What are we doing to our future generations? Let's think 7 generations down the track. So I'm very happy that, I can't think of a prouder achievement in some ways in my life, that I breastfed my boys for as long as I breastfed, and I stuck to it. I didn't care what people thought if I was nursing a toddler. And it was a great tool with toddlers. When toddlers melt down and they don't have the emotional maturity to process things, you just breastfeed them, they calm down. And then sometimes, if they're old enough to talk to a little bit about things, you can do that. But it really helps all the owies. And that second year gives them so much boost to their immune system. I think people aren't aware of that. So that's why I love the World Health Organization suggesting 2 or beyond, what works for your mom and her child. Yeah. You are the expert with your baby, and you make the decisions, and you feel into trusting that instinct that you have about the incredible power that comes over you about becoming that mother lion to protect your baby. It's a really powerful experience, and really trust that and allow those hormones to really support you, and then get as much help around you as you can. The people that really support breastfeeding, whether it's professionals or whether it's other mothers or whether it's mothers in your family or aunties in your family, and get help. I think it's so vital to not just hang back and suffer. It's not about suffering. It's getting help, surround yourself with like-minded moms once you do have the baby. That is so essential. Thank you for watching, and happy breastfeeding week.